Welcome back to what I watched last week. Now I know I've been gone for a while. I was in Seattle, Vegas, just doing my thing. But I'm back now, ready to get these videos out every week. Let's talk about what I watched in the past few weeks then, huh?
Did I watch this? Did I watch that? Did I watch this? Did I watch that? What did I watch last week?
The Big Sick. It's a 2017 Judd Apatow movie. Judd Apatow has done so much for comedians and comedy movies over the years, and this is no different. It's a wonderful story based on Kunaal Nanjiani's life, co-written by him, starring himself, Bo Burnham, A.D. Bryant, Ray Romano. It was a great cast. Like, the jokes were funny and the story captivating. What more can you ask for? I also feel like there hasn't been a great comedy movie recently. Decent ones for sure, but not great ones. And this certainly was a great one. Watch it. Priscilla. It's so cringy to start with. Like, I mean, 9th grade and Elvis wants you to come over to the house. Then one of the dialogues were him saying to that little girl, "Kids still like it, huh?" Referring to Heartbreak Hotel. And in the next sentence, say, "What do you say? Maybe we go somewhere more quiet?" Like, what the hell, man? It just feels horrible. And then they kiss, which feels much more awful than it initially did. It's the same feeling I and a lot of other people had when they saw Maisie Williams as Arya have sex on Game of Thrones. Overall, the movie is good and quite engaging, showing the intricacies of a big star with a darker side, as opposed to what we saw in the Baz Luhrmann movie and a teenage girl with hardships that a certain type of life and relationship brings. Spaceman. Like, I went into it knowing nothing about the movie. Didn't watch the trailer or read anything, and for the entire length of the movie, I didn't know where the movie was going. A spider-ish creature shows up out of nowhere in a spaceship. What? Like, with that came a lot of fisheye shots, which I absolutely did not enjoy. There were a lot of them. You think Interstellar was difficult for people to understand? Wait till you watch this movie. Like, for the entire movie, I was thinking, what the hell is going on? Like, what was the point of this movie? What does one take away from this? We already know that Adam Sandler can do drama pretty well, and he did great in this one too. But what the fuck was the point? If anyone knows that, please let me know in the comments. Freelance. I watched it right after Spaceman, in an airplane. Like, so after Spaceman, it just seemed like such a nice change of pace. It's very simple story-wise, but not as predictable. Your usual action comedy with a decent amount of action and comedy, starring John Cena and Alison Brie. John Cena has been popping up in a lot of movies lately. I'm not complaining, just an observation. I think he's a good actor. It does make you wonder though, like, why do bad guys have such a bad aim in all these action movies? Like, they have a clear shot, but they just suck at shooting. Only the good guys can shoot on target. It was quite an enjoyable movie, really. Hot Fuzz. So I've known about this movie for a long time, but didn't get around to it. Like, it's so good and funny. It's engaging from the very start to the end. Like, the pacing feels great, the jokes just right. There's so many great British actors in it, being a British movie after all. It's a great watch. Like, you don't hear enough about it anymore, I guess. Ricky Stanicky. It's a buddy comedy, just a bunch of friends who try to run a scam. First of all, I thought it was pretty cool to see Mark Rebillet get some recognition in movies. And of course, Andrew Santino in a co-lead role. Like, that's personally very wholesome of a feeling. I like these guys. Secondly, it's the simplest script that could have been written. Like, I do think the basic concept and plot of the movie is pretty good, but hoped much more should have been done with it. Like, some jokes were good, but very predictable. There's not much really to talk about in the movie. Decent acting, good direction, but unfortunately, the funniest part of the movie to me were the song parodies sung by John Cena. Killed it. Rustin. It's a great movie. The story of the movie, as uplifting as it is, didn't necessarily have an effect on me as much as the acting did. Like, Coleman Domingo was a delight to watch, and so were the other actors, really. These are the type of movies I like to watch, not for the plot, but for what I can potentially learn as an actor. Like, it fills a part of my heart that kind of craves that sort of artistry. It's also very emotional to see an actor do a wonderful job in a movie and be recognized for it. Not another teen movie. It came out in 2001. A lot of people already know about it, but some people might not. Kind of makes you want to say that they don't make them like this anymore. You know, this was one of those movies that I hope they make again, but they haven't, and I don't know if they can even, especially in this climate. It's a fantastic parody of the high school movies of that era. I should say it's certainly not for everyone. And like most parody movies, it doesn't get a good rating. But I know there are so many people like myself out there who absolutely love the parodies. The jokes still hit. And I don't know why people judge them very harshly. It is supposed to be a silly movie that doesn't take itself seriously. So why do you? And one can enjoy it as that, just a silly movie. But I guess a lot of people don't. These are all the movies that I watched in the past few weeks. I'm actually surprised that I was able to watch this many movies with me traveling and all. This is it. I'll see you in the next one.